let's go ahead and do this. What's up, guys? Slayer here again. We're in part 2 of our Zero to Hero adventure here, and today's guest we've got is, well, what do you go by in-game? I know your Discord, but...
it's Bladorfat or something, but...
Bladorfat, that's your character in-game too?
Yeah.
Awesome. Coming to us from Australia. Sorry to dox you like that, but, you know, unless some... you know, kangaroos are coming to visit your house or something. Hopefully you'll be fine. I know we got a couple Australian players, actually. But,
we all know each other.
You want to give yourself a little introduction here, maybe?
I mean, I'm a newbie, I guess. And if you're a newbie in the podcast, I've been playing about 18 months.
18 months? That's definitely new. That's definitely new.
I did play for like 2 months in 2006 when I had one foot out the door from work. I went backpacking for a while and just forgot about everything.
Nice.
And rediscovered it. Yeah. So I had a very brief moment where I printed out Gray's maps and was just Telnet, and then it all went. And rediscovered it.
Yeah. A lot has changed since then, but it's, you know, it's 2 months and then what? 20-year break, and then...
I mean, I'm still very scared of the witch near Fornost.
Oh, nice. Okay, so...
There's been redevelopment, but it freaks me out every time. And when I can, I do kill her every single time. It's just, you got to do that.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, we're going to continue our quest here. He is on, as I think, Hengist, which is right here. And actually, you know what? Let's have this. Let's have. I'm gonna follow you for right now. Let's go ahead and get this shindig on the road. You were nice enough to also kind of have a character right around level 6 or so. Let's grab some mounts. I think I'm good on practices. Are you good on practices? I suppose.
Yeah, I am. And I watched your last video and. So I decided I'm going to buff, so I have like sturdy leather.
Oh, nice, perfect.
So I think I'm going to buff well.
Yeah, let's go to can we go to the Warrior Guild actually real quick? I want to make sure I'm maxed out on my practices because I think we just we had leveled last time. So here we go.
Actually, I've got 6 max.
Get more bash going, as we talked about in the last video. Very, very helpful. A little bit more stab, a little bit more endurance. I think rescue we're fine on. A little bit more parry. Nice. All right. I'm pretty much good to go.
I was going to say, last video you were saying it takes a long time to decay bracks. I just sort of got 6 bracks and I rented for an hour, and I had thought I'll be funny and learn charge. And discovered you need a lance, and they don't even sell lances, so I decayed it, but I got them all back.
Oh, really? Already? All right, that's really good. Wow.
Yeah.
An hour? Maybe they already fixed that then.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like level dependent or something, because that's good. Because yeah, charges. I don't even know why that's still in the game, because that it's. I mean, even if you talk to some of the gods, like they're intentionally keeping it basically a dead skill. So, but
I feel like charge. You know the 4 Frodo scene at the end of Lord of the Rings, with the kid? Like, that's charging as well. You should be able to just, like, go into the enemy and maybe you're berserk, but can escape.
Yeah, right? It's kind of like...
That's a charge, too.
Like, that would be... It's such a thematic attack. It's a shame it's not working a little bit better. And certainly a newbie trap, if you... It's like steel, too. If you put more than one practice in steel, they're just down the drain. But... all right, well, without further ado, let's go and let's kill something.
Let's.
We also have a kind of a special reason for Bladorfat being on the video today, and that is you and Jahara just kind of released a feature on Mapper, which has music attached to the area. So that's kind of the music that we're hearing in the background right now. I gotta say, really well done. Like, very, very well done. I think everybody can always complain about something, but I think it's pretty hard to complain about the quality of the music. Especially since you have to somehow mimic the tone and the feeling of Lord of the Rings without, getting to being just a complete copy. So, first off, really well done. Really well done. Right now we're in the Tower Hill, so it's got kind of this, it's a newbie area, and you've got this kind of nice, like very rolling, smooth, uplifting, but still calm and relaxing music going on. Do you want to kind of tell us a little bit of how you did it?
I mean, it's a weird thing trying to think of doing music, because you can be wandering around and you're just like exploring it and going, hey, this is really cool. I'm walking around in Middle Earth and it's really chill, and then suddenly you're fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of music is going to do all of that at the same time? And probably I started out with the idea I'll just do some short things and maybe it'll work. But realistically, when Peter Jackson did the movies, he got like Alan Lee, was it, the artist?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the other artists to do the artists. And then all the artists, everyone who'd read the books, they'd seen those pictures. So when they saw the movie,
Mm-hmm.
they were like, hey, that's exactly what I imagined, because that was on the cover of the book.
Yeah.
And Jahara had initially added in these guys too hard. I don't know, all right. Jahara had added it in. He was like, let's just link. You can link to your own sound effects,
Mm-hmm.
your own music, and do Howard Shore. So I sort of did the same thing. I got ChatGPT, or I tried it myself and said, all right, here's a Howard Shore thing. Describe it. And it'll go, this is some strings, this is some brass, it's got a lot of energy,
Mm-hmm.
or it's calm. And then I get that and take it to Suno,
Mm-hmm.
which is another AI music program, prompts that. And then it would do it, and then it would do strange things, and eventually you'd get to some result. You know, if I was trying to do the dwarves. I was like, dwarves, metal, anvils. And I was trying to describe that, and it just halfway through it went into death metal.
Yeah.
All this beautiful string music, because it heard metal. And I'm like, don't be too distracting. It's just background, because
Mm-hmm.
it's got it. You know, my main thought was, say, if someone's in Bree and they're just sitting in Bree, hanging out, they might be listening to this music for 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, what can you listen to and handle for 20 minutes? Anything that was too in the front, too melodic at the front, I would just basically, I'd get it. You can put it into stems. So basically with AI, it will separate it. So you've got your drums here, your guitar, keyboard, piano, strings, brass, and then mix them and edit them out.
Mm-hmm.
And that was sort of the process.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
How did you? So what was your? Because I've messed around with Suno too. If you haven't messed around with Suno, I highly recommend it. It's a really cool music generation program, and it does a really shockingly good job. Solving the repetition problem, because you're right. Like sometimes you're just gonna sit in Bree and you're gonna be listening to the same thing over and over and over again. And so hopefully we'll probably actually see Bree, or we'll go to Grey Havens or something and get to see what that's like. What was your thought process for handling that?
I mean, when Jahara initially, I'm key. I've been trying to do stuff and get something to Mapper. Like I saw your podcast a while back, and Jahara's like, no one has ever done a pull request that I've denied.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've done a lot of them, and he never denied them, but he has gone, perhaps that needs a bit more work. And I agree with him. I wanted to get them in there.
The classic, we're just going to ask for the world, and they're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm like, I have, a year ago, I joked to Rohan that I'd solved the Rohan problem. And
oh, yeah?
I wasn't actually joking.
We're getting
I made
Rohan?
out that it was a joke. Yeah, I feel like that I've solved it, but perhaps I need a bit
can you
more
tell us? Can you tell us what's the secret?
The key is planes. I think you have to use planes and think that planes are actually really interesting, because like the First World War, it was really flat.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a small little hill, you could see everything around you because it was flat. So
Mm-hmm.
suddenly, anyone at a horse, they can see far more. And so I was like, well, make it something where you have all these little risers and perhaps, I don't know, you make a MUME 10 where you have like army systems that fight each other, but I don't know, this is not probably the place to go into that. But I was like, anyway, I've solved it, but I need to become an avatar before that happens for you.
Yeah. Got to be Jahara level to solve those problems.
Yeah.
Just for anyone who's not tracking, the Rohan problem. So we have the Rohan. Rohan is infamous in MUME because it is a area that has been under construction for a very long time, and I don't think this is spoiling anything. It's more or less finished, and it has been more or less finished for a very long time. The primary reason that it hasn't been released is that it is really just based on the way that MUME works. MUME works very well through its room system of like exploring little rooms, you know, with closables and caves and towns, and you know, the map does very well when it has texture. The map does really poorly when it's just a big 10 by 10 grid of open rooms, open grassland rooms, open fields. And so the primary reason that Rohan hasn't been released is that just the gameplay isn't very good, just because of the way that the MUME operates as a game. And so that's the Rohan problem, is trying to solve the issue of like, okay, what do you do if you've just got a massive zone of just field rooms, you know, like, which we can't do anything about really, because that's the MUME is actually quite accurate in its depiction of how the map is laid out. But anyways, just for context, what that is.
So my solution is to create a whole new game system, and that's pretty simple, isn't it? You know, they can do that.
And that's
guys.
That's exactly kind of the consensus, is like you can do it, but like you would definitely need to develop some like truly new gameplay experiences and techniques, which is not a small undertaking. All right, sweet. We've got horses now. We've got horses.
Yeah, I thought that might be important.
All right, so we're near Aldurion, and I always butcher it in my mind. Like, you know when you're like you just see a character's name in your mind, you never say it out loud, and you just like, oh, it's that mob. For some reason, I always just thought it was just Alderaan, like in Star Wars. But maybe he'll give us a letter here or something. But yeah, this is Aldurion.
But he's do you want to ask him, or I can ask him?
Yeah,
I was going to say I was watching your last video like about an hour ago, and I was thinking,
oh nice, doing your homework.
Yeah, I wanted to know what I was going to face. And I was like, oh, okay, it's like James Corden driving around talking to people.
Yeah.
And like, but wandering through Arda instead of elsewhere.
Hopefully we're not James Corden here, but
No. You know, much better. You know,
there we go.
This is a worldwide phenomenon.
No, I'm yeah. The MUME player base knows just behind the scenes I'm an asshole. So perfect.
Well, I was going to say, like, because you got for the newbie experience, those quests at the beginning are actually a lot of those. If you play it for a while, you're like, oh, I'm just going to move on, and I'll get my TPs. Like the legend was, I'll get 30,000 TPs, then I'll move on. But if you're a newbie and you don't know that you can cook food or make food, or you can rent or any of those things, those little quests, they not only they show you mechanics, like say there's one where you have to kill 3 rats in Tower Hills, but in that quest it also prompts you, oh, this is a latched door, you got to unlatch it first, and it gets you through. But you also get XP, and you know, it's a bit of a bombing quest, Eldarion, but there's a lot of TPs out of Eldarion going back and forth. You can, if you just do the quests and you have those tasks ahead of you, you can get quite a few levels without having to wander around at all. It can sort of give you, this session I'm going to do this, I'm going to do what Eldarion tells me, and find that Flamen druid who's hiding somewhere in Philinost.
Yeah, they do. It does force you to explore a little bit. Or just do a lot of walking back and forth at the very least. And yeah, that's a great point. I never thought about the fact that, like, yeah, this guy is behind a latched door, which that would teach you how to unlatch a door. That's interesting.
Because there's, I mean, feel like I sort of know what's going on, but in many respects, I don't. I was chatting Discord recently.
That's all of us on mute.
And, you know,
That's all of us on mute all the
yeah.
time. Like, I think I know what's going on, but I don't. I really don't.
But you've got like 15, 20 years, you don't know what's going on. I've got 18 months. And there
Mm-hmm.
were some guys on who were like, yeah, I've been 2 days and what? Was it Kazagrim back in your podcast? I had someone the other day, they're like, oh, you just take a horse. That doesn't adjust your alignment when you steal someone's horse. Like these elementary things aren't always clear.
Oh, so wait, he was saying that. Oh, so it was okay. Yeah, I'm following. Wait, so he was thinking like GTA style, like just picking up a horse would be like what the cops would come after you kind of a thing.
Well, wouldn't it be? If you're like,
yeah, it makes
sense. If you're stealing
it does make
stuff
sense
from some guy.
Yeah, like, there are horses here. it is kind of weird just to like take them out of their stable.
Yeah, you're like, and you can't sort of go up to the stable if there's some stable guy there and go, like, buy horse, rent horse. There's no option for that. You won't go, no, just take it, it's free. I don't mind if you steal it from me. You just steal it.
No, that makes a lot. I'm not like I. You get so engrossed into the way MUME works. Sometimes you just forget how that operates, and you don't even realize that there's something weird about it.
Well, I feel like it's culture. MUME's been going for 30 years. There are all these things, and if you've been doing it for ages, and your style is just like, let's min-max it, I know how to do everything, this is the easiest way to do it, you're going to do it one way. And if everything is brand new, you look at it a different way.
No.
This style, I remember doing that, and it's sort of, even then when I'd only played like 3 or 4 months, I knew far more than the people that had just started.
It's got a pretty intense skill curve. Actually, so when you're making a new character, right? So you made this character to get to level 6, etc. What is your strategy usually in terms of like, okay, you make the character. It's no secret that equipment is very, very powerful if you can get relatively good equipment early on. Like, what is your money making strategy? Oh, is this the Shire music?
It would be. I must say, the one thing about the Lord of the Rings movies is I hated the panpipes.
Oh, really? You don't like the pipes? They're iconic.
I'm like, it's Ireland. That's Ireland. You know, the Shire's not an island.
Yeah, no one likes the Irish.
I felt very strongly about that. And I pushed back a little bit at Jahara about that one. I'm like, it's not Ireland. Come on, dude. It's a different milieu. So there's a little bit of it there.
It is pretty though.
I think
it is really pretty. We're going to try to move around a couple of zones here, just to kind of get a good. Yeah,
you probably. I want to show you a little funny corner that I discovered as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
A little, just past Brandywine Bridge, just a little northeast of that. There's a little corner where you move rooms and you go through like 3 areas.
Oh yeah.
It's really odd for the music, but what can you do?
Oops, here. Can you
just keep switching back and forth.
Yeah, that's a tough problem to solve. Yeah, where you like, what if a player is just going back and forth over a zone line? You know, how do you make it so it's not jarring like that? What did you guys do to solve that?
There's not much you can do. I mean, Jahar put a fade in between the music, so you're gonna have that, and you're gonna have to just hope that people aren't sitting on there. It's not. I think if people like it, there's scope to make it more complicated. I think the first tracks I did, I'm going to probably go back and neaten them up, but in my mind, they're all beta or version 1. And anyone can, if they want, they can add their own music in there. You can decide that you're going to have twiddly-dee flutes and recorders if you want in the Shire, or even if I dislike them. It's all up to you, really. And you can just change that one. But, I'm hoping at some stage in the future you might have something where you you have the music and maybe there's a drum part and a rhythm percussion part. Oh, I'm fainting.
Oh, you're fainting? Yeah, I'm
Drum.
slow
I'm
already too.
thirsty. Yeah. All right.
You should be able to. I think you have. Did the brew already decay? I gave you a brew. You can quaff the brew.
Oh, I didn't even. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Is it still there?
Yeah, it is. I didn't even notice that. Thank
Nice. We can go over to the river, west,
Get some
southwest, to where the captain is, right there. I think you can drink water here. No, you can't. You have to go one more.
No.
Oh, it's snow.
There's
so.
some.
Yeah, go one west and drink.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, it is. Oh, cool.
Nice. It's frozen.
What's the order of my skin?
Yes, I need to pick up skin here at some point. You know, that actually gives me an idea. I'm slow moves as well. It gives me an idea. Oh yeah, look at that. We just changed music. Ooh,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is I mean, this is like a lot more intense.
Yeah, I was trying to go. All right, you're in Bree. It's a bit exciting now. You've gone out into the world. I might show. This is boring thing for newbies, but if you camp and have a bit of a rest, you can regen. I think we need it. We're fairly low on moves at the moment.
Yeah, it's a good time to regenerate our strength. This is honestly, this is pretty close to where the hobbits were camp renting or camping out.
Oh, we can play that. Yeah. I think so. They're not too far from the
this is right next to
Bridge.
Brandywine Bridge, and that's kind of where they, at least in the movies, they ran into the Nazgul. Although I think that was a little bit west of here, but.
Oh yeah, well they caught the ferry, I think, into Tookland.
Buckleberry
The
Ferry.
Buckleberry Ferry, a bit further south. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the old forest afterwards. We're not far from that.
Yeah,
but the music it is. Let's not go.
No, go ahead.
I just get it is a hard thing, to figure out exactly what to do. I don't know if it's all right, but.
Hey, that's part of the thing though. Like all of MUME is technically a big beta, right? Like we're all adding to it, so there's always room to make it better and stuff. I think I have to say I think you've done a really fantastic job so far, you and Jahara, with this. It's very thematic. It's very complete. Is there any thought of adding sound effects, or is this just a area focused thing?
I think that my personal preference would be to go sound effects over music, really. Jahara put it in and asked if anyone was interested, and I put my hand up, basically. I've been really keen to build, and there haven't been places to build since I've started, and I was like, here's 44 tracks. Maybe Jahara on the sly will go, you can be a shaper. After you've done that many, that hasn't happened, and that's fair enough. I think Jahara is he very much is very good at going, this is Jahara, the fans and the M mapper, and this is Jahara, the errata doing the game.
Yeah.
And they're quite separate, which is a good thing. But for that, I did do for Midgewater Marshes, I couldn't think of anything, and all I really wanted to do was sound effects. And I made something that was just crickets in the background, and then a little splash, and then all the crickets go quiet, and then more crickets, and you hear something, a mule howling in the background, and it was sort of, it was a bit too different from everything else, so they got rid of it. But I prefer, in some respects, I love the idea of walking through fog in Tharbad and have like echoing footsteps clacking off the walls, and just quiet.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
That's suspenseful.
Yeah. The
So I'm going to show you this little corner.
Oh yeah, let's see it. Because right now
Just up here, I can't.
We're listening to like the old East Road soundtrack right now, right? Oh, here we go.
There's an old East Road. There's a road to Fornost, somewhere around here. I can't hear it because I'm not on the same one.
I think that's it right there. Oh, we just
But
switched
there's
over.
like 3. Yeah, just switches. So if you're in this, if you're going to XP around here, it's going to be a bit odd.
Oh, yeah, and now we're in a totally different one that's like very strings heavy.
Yeah, yeah. Because you have a little bit of
yeah.
yeah, it all switches, and then suddenly you're in Bree, which is its own different thing here, and then Bree's all different.
Oh, actually, no, I think... Oh, I am hungry, by the way. Let's stop at the tavern and get some food.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of food. My food. Nice. Cheers!
Cheers.
Nice. And I think, actually, I am a citizen here, so I can... Citizen of Bree, yeah. Alright, well... Uh-oh.
Crap, that's me.
Let's make a break for it. Run out of the city. Run out of the city. This is one of those hacks which shouldn't work, but it does work. Where basically, if you leave a city, if someone gets mad at you and you leave the city for like a couple real life, like 30 minutes, they forget about it.
Yeah, that was actually something I was trying to hold to my mind about that, because it's one of those small little things, and in some places, like I went to Grey Havens, and you just have to walk in and go, "Can I be a citizen?" And they go, "Yep."
Yep.
And you dodge all the problems of walking around with a weapon in your hands.
Let's go kill some of the stuff in the forest here. That should be pretty decent XP.
Oh, yeah. There's some snakes down here, aren't there? Oh,
there we go. We're in hard mode. Yeah, I was kind of surprised. So they did a.
Yeah, I'm going wimpy.
Yeah, you go whippy. Go whippy. I'll be bashing. I was kind of surprised when they did the Bree rework. Bree used to be, like, the area around Bree, like, the XP used to be very easy. And, like, it's still, like, low-level XP, but, like, there's definitely a couple rooms where you just get wrecked. Now.
Yeah, well, this is already hurting.
Yeah, right?
Now.
Yeah, this is kind of tough. Once we kill the first snake, though, it should be significantly better. So,
yeah.
We're using our bashing technique right now. This is a classic.
I've fled. I'm looking to assist you.
Alright, I'm gonna go wimpy now.
Wimpy.
This might have been a lot for us to choose here. But usually, like, your classic XP setup is you've got a basher and a tank, and then whatever else. You got people behind who are hitting and maybe casting spells or whatever, right? But the person in front, they're in wimpy stance, which means that they don't hit very hard, but they can absorb more damage. And then the people behind them are all aggressive stance, and usually one of them is a basher who is CCing everybody who is, the target. So that's kind of we're doing a little bit of that right now. Oh my goodness, I'm wounded too. Here, I think I can bash them. Can you handle? Oh, there we go. You got it. All right. Once we get this once we get one more, then we'll be fine. And then we're gonna have to kill like grasshoppers or something to.
Well, this is one of the things I was thinking about in terms of newbie onboarding. That I guess one of the things is when you're starting, you don't know anyone, and you might run into someone and team up and you go, "Oh, they're cool," and they'll show you around. But people have a lot of characters, and even if you get someone who's a great mate and you've spent like a week teaming up with, if they go into another character, you've got no idea who they are. I remember when I started, I had these guys I hung out with for ages, and they did different characters. I just had no idea who they are because I didn't become friends on Discord yet.
Yeah.
And if you get to that stage of the community where you can actually figure out who someone is when they change characters, then you can keep on going and do that teaming up. Because most of what I did was solo until I was in Star.
Yeah, so how long of your newbie experience was just you walking around solo? Like up until like what level, or just time wise?
Well, I'm sort of a bloody minded bastard. I just like keep on going. And I read that scouts can do most smobs on their own, or pretty good at that. So I did that, and I just wanted around. A lot of my play was at work, where I didn't really want to.
Nice. Yeah, you
team up with someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can't team up with someone and go, "Yes, sorry, my boss walked in. I'm just gonna have to leave you in the lurch."
Yeah.
So I just did it on my own. And then I did an Istar, and I was the first Istar after the change where there was no more meta. and I was really looking forward
Wait,
to that.
there's that. What? I'm not even familiar with this change. What's the? You don't have to meta anymore. Oh, here.
You
Take
can't.
this one.
You can't. I was like, this would be cool. This is so weird.
Really?
And it was changed.
Wow.
And then it was basically you can only get XP if you're with a newbie. And then I discovered later it wasn't just a newbie. It could just be a lowbie or basically anyone really. But I had some dark moments where I sent some really big whines. Jahala.
Oh, can you rescue me?
Oh, shit.
I'm
Fuck yeah.
Oh, no.
Can I bandage you? Is that too late to bandage?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Here.
Shit.
I'll pray Bree.
I'll give everything.
Man, that wolf was way harder than I was expecting. Level 6 is struggling for a black wolf? Oh, my goodness. All right, well, this is a good showcasing moment. This is what happens when you die in game. Sometimes you die, and then you have to pray back to into a city once you regen a little bit, and then usually someone grabs your stuff from your corpse, and you have to go back to your corpse and get it.
I've got your gear, but sometimes you're not a citizen of Bree, and you can't get it at night time, so I'm sitting outside with your stuff.
Let me go do this then. I'm praying right now. Ooh, this is very pretty music for the Halls of Mandos. See, I just wanted to showcase the Halls of Mandos music. There we go.
It was all planned.
There we go.
We discussed this previously.
There we go. Nice. Awesome.
We're back in business, boys. Back in business. All right, we're gonna wear all this.
So what's that? You back to level 5?
Am I all the way back to level 5? No, I'm level 6 still.
Yes. Okay, cool.
Let's go find a place. We don't have to do it inside, but let's go find a place to regenerate a little bit.
Oh, maybe inside.
Well, you're wanted inside.
Sweat.
You're wanted inside.
Oh yeah. Okay,
so
cool.
let's we can go anywhere. There's a tavern up north.
Oh yeah, Jasper.
Yeah, Jasper's I think is south, but whatever taverns is up here. It's kind of halfway between Bree and Fornos. We'll take a little detour. This is very much a an ambiance kind of playthrough right now. We are in no rush.
We're too busy chatting.
Yeah, no rush. All right, yeah, nasty mulips, perfect. I'm gonna hang out here. Oh, and there's a horse for me. Wait, no, there's not. That's your horse. All right, I am going to sleep here for a second.
There's one not too far off. Come on, cat.
You know what? Let's do this.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Let's share a pint here. Let's get a little. Wait, what kind of? Does he have beer? He's gotta have beer, right? Here we go. Boom. Oh, I can't afford that.
Oh yeah, 20B bottles.
Nice. Here, did you
I've
grab?
got 2. I'll buy one.
Did you grab my gold? I don't know if I had much gold, but. Perfect.
Oh, I didn't check that. Yesterday.
Perfect.
I'm still on 0, but that doesn't.
No. We'll figure that out later. All right, so I've got my beer bottle. You got your beer bottle. Let's do it. Drink beer.
Where's
Boom. Oh, nice. Yeah, drinking alcohol in game will make you drunk in game, which is always fun. But here we go. Oh, I'm sober already. That was quick. I got a high tolerance. I'll get up to about hit points.
You must have said you were stout.
Yeah. No, I think I was balanced, but either way. So, Adventure of Leodin. All right, I'm already impatient. Let's go. I'm wounded. We got plenty of. We're good. We're good to go.
Okay.
We got our beer. I'm feeling invigorated. I'm feeling invigorated. I will need a horse at some point. I'm going to back ride for right now. So this is another mechanic that you could do, where if you don't have a horse, but the person leading does have a horse, you can also ride on their horse behind them. You can't steer the horse, but it does help you save some moves. Here we go. There we go. Now I got my own horse. Nice.
Yeah,
this music, I'm digging this music. I'm digging it. It's so invigorating. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to kill something. But
the Fornos one I'm quite proud of. That was one of the last ones I did.
Yeah?
But it is a touch too close, maybe, to actually. It came out a touch too close to a track in Lord of the Rings.
Oh no. Yeah, when it's day, we can go in there and check it out. Yeah, I did a little. I was doing some music creation for my client as well, and definitely one of the, like what you said rings so true. Where you'll give it some direction, like, all right, I'd like it to be Lord of the Ringsy, but like I want it to be dark, and we'll have anvils or whatever for the dwarves, and then it just starts coming out with just like guitar riffs out of nowhere. And you're like, this is just the worst too is if when it sounds really good for the first like half, and you're like, this is so good, and then the second half just devolves into shenanigans, and you're like, oh no.
Well, there was somewhere I did a sequence, and I was like, every single time it sounded like it was The Godfather. I was like, melancholy, thinking of the past, strings, and every time it was The Godfather tune. And I'm like, this is not right. I've got to try and get something that's more appropriate.
Uh-huh.
I mean, in the end, I tried, and I'll probably go back, but I tried to sort of go, right. Elves are choirs. Trees are strings. Trolls are
smart,
just weird stuff. Just try to make themes at the same time. And it's not totally consistent, but sort of there was a half idea of that could be done better maybe later.
But you have music for pretty much every zone, right?
There's 44 zones.
Wow.
So it might.
Well, there's 44 clumps of zones. There's not technically 44 zones, but
a super zone. So and once you start doing it, it's surprising. Like I went through it a bit with Jahara, where some of them, like, say, the road to Tharbad zone is actually all of the Greenway from just south of Bree all the way down to Tharbad. And there are other ones, like there is a Dwaro Delft that's nowhere.
Yeah.
But Dwaro Delft is more out. I don't know where that's supposed to be. And there was no Gladden Fields, but it was in there, and said he like made one zone Gladden Fields. But the tunes, there are a lot of tunes. And when it first happened, like I mean, I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass, but I've listened to your podcast a lot. And
nice.
Over time, I listened to I listened to it because as I knew more about how to play, when you guys are talking about stuff, as I was talking about stuff, I go, oh, that's what they're going on about. And things will start making sense. And, just something in the background, we're doing the dishes, like, all right, let's see what they're going to say about this today.
What are they going to complain about today?
Oh, yeah, hot takes. I mean, I could probably do a game where you just, like, give me a podcast number and I'll tell you what your hot takes were.
Oh, nice. Oh, my goodness. Build the board.
Yeah.
Do you think we can handle that wolf? Do you think we can handle that wolf? I don't know. It might be kind of tough.
We can do wolves.
You want to do wolves?
South, we'll have to...
Here. But yeah, you're talking about music?
I started saying that. Yeah, so the music, so you did the one with, was it Orland who done his own music?
Yeah.
And I reached out to him as well when it first started because, I mean, I used to write my own music as well, and I get that's a whole other thing, but it takes so long. 44 tracks, writing it yourself from scratch is crazy. Like, it'll take you so long to do it.
Yeah.
And with AI, it was like 6 weeks I did it. And the only reason it took that long was because my subscription, I used up all my credits and the subscription had to wait a couple of weeks to do it again. But I did encourage him to put it in there. It is, I have a love-hate relationship, not a love-hate relationship, but I can sort of divorce myself a bit from it. If I had sort of made up all the melodies and spent hours on every single thing, I'd feel a lot more precious about it. And instead, I could sort of say to Jahara, look, I'm the web workshop. I really don't mind if you don't like this, and just tell me what you don't do, and I'll just change it.
Yeah.
So it's, I see them as the tiles used for textures. It's sort of the same thing. It's something that goes in there to make the game work, and it's efficient and can do the job, and hopefully they'll eventually be a bit more sort of step myself back from it a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's always a tough thing to do, especially if you're designing anything game or in general, is like divorcing yourself from your work. I know so many builders have this mentality, including me, where you'll make something and your supervisor will be like, "That's not good," and you're like, "What? No!" But you don't understand the genius. Oh shit, we gotta run.
Shit.
Run! Run! All right, we're going south to Bree. Iced tea is on us.
Damn you, Iced tea.
Oh no! We gotta run.
This is one thing. The one thing I've learned is how to run away really well. I can't PK yet.
Here, are you doing okay on moves? You don't have a horse.
Probably won't die.
Are you okay on moves? Here, you gotta ride. There we go. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're together now. Whew, okay.
Okay.
Have you got moves? I think your moves are okay. Let's try to make it west.
I'm not so bad.
Let's make it west over
I got 15.
the brandy. You got 15 moves?
I got 15 hit points.
Oh yeah,
but that was before I showed up.
Let's go west over back into the Shire. That's usually a pretty safe move. Oh my goodness, we already have PK. No one died. Well, I died to the non-PK, but what a excitement!
Yeah.
Excitement. We might not hit level 7 by the end of this, but it's still.
No.
Well, have you hit?
Well,
level
it depends
7?
what you're doing. But not. Let me see. No, I'm way off it. It's sort of level 7 is like double all of your XP at level 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's
It depends
definitely
what you're doing. Like I always.
There's definitely a big bump there when we go to that level.
I did a big circuit around art on my psychedelic music to try and see whether it all worked and felt like the right thing. And I did it with a level 35 dwarf. I was like, yeah, no worries, but I wasn't concentrating properly, and I mobbed twice, just like testing whether the music worked. Like, if you're not concentrating, you're going to come a cropper.
That was intense, and that's good that it happened in the. Yeah, see that's actually a great point. So one of the I don't know if you guys are thinking about doing this, but like having battle music or maybe turning off the music during battle or something.
Yeah.
I added a kind of a battle music type thing to mine, and the reason is specifically kind of that scenario right there where it's tough like to have a beautiful melody like this and then like be fighting an orc and it sounds the same.
Match.
You know.
Hang on, I'm gonna die from wounds when I don't back.
Oh, here. Okay.
Yeah, that was my big issue trying to figure it out. Like I started out. I was in some bands, but I was doing stuff in theatre. And I do soundtracks to theatre and sound effects. And in those, there might be something where there's some music in the background, but I had it. This was an old like cassette tape 4-track.
Here, I'll lead right now since I'm higher health. I'll lead right now.
Yeah.
What you're saying?
I did a soundtrack for this play. But there was one track that had like a percussion track, and these guys, whenever they went to the fight, I just slide it up live, and then the percussion would be behind it. It's the same music. I think if I did this, and it was actually built to have something for that. It'd be good to have something like that where. Where there's a more exciting, pulsing bit that just kicks in when it happens and goes away. But it's just a lot to do, really. And whether it's programmed to do it too.
Oh, I think I think you gave me your spear, and I think this entire time you haven't had a spear. I was like, why do I have 2 spears?
How did I do that?
How do I have 2?
I don't have any weapon.
There we go. Here, I just gave you one.
All right.
The classic walking around just punching stuff and not realizing it.
Well, it's easy. I mean, it's easy to mess up. Even now, I mess up.
Like here, let's actually leave the boar.
Yeah.
Here, flee out.
Oh, well,
All right, I got you.
Okay.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been doing these comics with Newman, the newbie character, and I made a character called Newman because I wanted to get all the prompts right. So if you're accidentally holding a map and trying to kill a butterfly, it doesn't tell you. But I mean, a little later, I didn't die, but I accidentally fought it.
Fleet, there's a boar in there.
I accidentally fought an orc with a map on one of my other characters just because I wasn't paying attention. It's easy to do it if you've been doing it for my long 18 months.
We are going to make it to level 7. Somehow we're going to figure this out, but I think we might need another. I think we might need another regenerating.
It's a very long series.
Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, we're almost an hour in and we're still only halfway to 7. Alright.
I think so, Kat. I mean,
we're gonna focus
I
here. We're
enjoyed your
gonna get this.
BN series.
For all the newbies out there, it doesn't take this long. We're just bad at this.
Well, anyway, we're just chatting. Like, I'm really not paying much attention whatsoever. I can be more efficient than this.
Yeah, when you're in your flow, it can really go. But we are not flowing. We are dripping. Oh, almost choked on my tea there.
I think sometimes, the Hobbit's there and back again. Sometimes stuffing around and messing up is the fun thing you remember, not sort of
True. Like that is so true. Like there's so much of this game which is actually very deep, and sometimes you don't experience it in the core gameplay loop, which is killing stuff, and stuff like we're fighting a raven. I guess. I'm surprised it didn't get scared off by the campfire. But yeah, like a lot of the fun stuff is just like going to a tavern and drinking some beer and then not being able to understand each other, or they've got like you can go to like gamblers and lose your money, and like there's also this funny. Have you ever messed around with like any of the instruments? Like there's like some reed pipes and stuff.
I haven't seen that. The harp. I've got a friend who always goes in and trains the harp.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, but I do it now and then.
Yeah. So like they have this music system which is developed where you can play music on instruments and then you get like an achievement on how well you know the instrument, and it's so random. It doesn't do anything, but it's like someone put a lot of time into making that work, and it's pretty cool.
I'd really love an achievement like I know you smoke pipe to like get your mana back, but I'd love an achievement where you could actually learn how to like make different shapes, and you could emote your shapes and make sailing ships and rings and things like that. I've got a troll who is desperate to have a pipe. He lost it recently. Like, yeah. I mean, that's because you get bored as a troll. You're sitting around and trying to do something silly.
So you're saying that trolls should just be like when they're sitting in Old White or something for the day, they just should be just blowing smoke rings the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, the silliest thing I can do with trolls is I keep on finding gems. So I'll be sitting around with people. I just like eat first.
Nice.
See their reaction. Yeah. Like, I don't know, you didn't ask for it.
Trolls,
but I've got a sable pouch full of gems. So I just eat them.
For newbie players, trolls operate under like very different rules than most other characters. They're a very different playing experience, and they tend to be known for just doing wacky things. Like they have the unique ability to eat equipment, so they'll like eat, and equipment doesn't matter that much to them, so they'll sometimes like just eat very valuable equipment out of nowhere, and it's like, what are you doing? All right, I think we're good enough. Let's continue the adventure. Yeah. We will make it to. I don't know. We might not actually make it to 7.
Where can we go?
All right, here. Ride up. Here, I'm leading right now. Ride up.
Are you on the sorry.
All right, let's do this. I believe in us. Where's some good XP? We should be able to do this. I think there's some skeletons over here.
There are.
Oh, it was Wolverine, actually.
We can kill that guy.
There we go. Nice.
I was going to say, I guess something for
I'll go wimpy.
For newbies when you're following someone, if there's a lot of people that they're buffing and you're assisting, you can only bash number one. So if someone's buffing 5 orcs, you can only sort of assist and help them with the first orc. So it sort of makes sense in a way that, you know, the assisting person bashes, and the person buffing, if they're gonna bash, they bash like number 2 or something like that. Sort of with the parry lit.
All right, I think we're on a good pace here. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Yeah,
10K.
Yeah,
we can do 10K. We're doing this. We're moving. Oh my goodness, I'm already wounded here. I'm gonna flee and you tank. I'll bash.
Did I even get rescue? I rarely get rescue because I often play on my own anyway, and so I don't have any need. So I'm not used to it.
Here, tank west. I think it's a snake, and I think we got this. Ooh, someone else killed the snake. On a roll. Oh, failing the bash. Once bash really starts working for us, then we'll be in better shape. Sometimes you can really play on the edge if you want a little bit more offensive bonus, and you can go berserk, but that is really playing on the edge, because if you miscalculate, there's nothing worse than dying to a mob when you...
But one thing, I don't know if you do this, I always get one kick just for wraiths or something like that, because to stop them casting, because you can't bash them.
Yeah, kick is like a it's a targeted ability for warriors and allows them to interrupt. Basically, it's an interruption skill where if you're casting as a caster, you have a kind of a casting time, and if someone hits you during that time, your spell won't go off. So it's used to stop casters from casting on you.
It's a lot quicker than bash too. Bash can take ages to land.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. We're on a good pace now. Good pace. All right, we're gonna mess it up now.
Oh yeah, I just let it.
Tank east. There's 3 skeletons there. 2 skeletons. I think we should be fine though on this. Yeah, I'd say actually level 6 is right around that weird time where there's a big jump between the XP you need to get to level 5, or to get from to level 6 to well, I don't know if the jump is so big, but the curve starts drastically increasing. So like getting from like 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 is not very much, but then, and it happens very quickly, but then going from 6 to 7, 7 to 8 happens a lot slower. Or not a lot slower, but a bit slower. But there's not a, like, there is definitely a difficulty in the curve where, like, I mean, you can kill really easy stuff at level 3 and get good XP. Like, you can kill butterflies and still get worthwhile XP. That's not really the case right around kind of these levels. So you need to step up your targets that you're trying to kill. But that can very easily get you into dangerous territory where you start dying and stuff, which is not an excuse for me dying. That's just being terrible and playing on the edge. But I do think there is this kind of experience where where newbies have to kind of like go from like, oh, I can just kill like cows to, ooh, I'm gonna go kill a wolf, and then you just get wrecked by the wolf. And it's like, okay, we're trying to figure out what exactly is the proper level of stuff to kill is sometimes a little difficult.
Well, I've chatted to some newbies recently, things like the consider command. And they're like, oh, the consider command is great because it tells you, generally speaking, how well it is, but it's also misleading. So it says perfect match. Perfect match sort of means, well, you're going to be bad or awful at the end of this battle. You know, it's not actually a good thing to fight. It's something you can beat and probably will beat.
That's a good point,
maybe
actually.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah, that's actually a great point. Yeah, because it's seeing how they are in relationship to your level. It doesn't actually tell you. Well, I mean, it does kind of tell you because, it's
an indication for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, like it will tell you like, hey, these things are very easy.
And let's go Fox here. We're close. I'm 4K away. Did you already level? I think you already leveled. Yes, you did.
Yeah, I leveled, yeah.
We are so close.
You're not going to get me the next 42k, I don't think. But I mean, some of that, it can be a bit confusing, I consider, as well, because it'll say easy, but you'll need some great allies and some good spells to beat them. Like, I'm not quite sure, but sometimes that does happen. I've got no idea why that does.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be, you know, that maybe it's judging on hit points versus extra sort of special attacks or something.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because, you know, you can be fighting a tarantula or something, and get poisoned, and you don't know.
Yeah.
Or a rattlesnake, and life is miserable.
Yeah, well, rattlesnake will just basically waste you if you don't have.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter the level. Where's some like? All right, well, we're just gonna kill some goats here. Where'd the goats go? Where'd the goats go? There we go. Back to the Tower Hills music. 3.8k to go. We're so close.
Almost there.
Nice.
I think something with the early levels as well is most of the things you can kill, they don't have any money. It takes you a little while to get to a level where you can kill a ruffian or a thug or something like that. So you can't really get better gear unless you sort of diligently you know, getting pelts or grabbing herbs and trying to sell them or something like that. You're sort of stuck with what you've got.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of animals which are pretty resourceless. Like again, like let's say you kill a goat, like, or I mean, you can get food from it, but yeah, you're not going to be able to get any money from it, which can be a bit of a problem.
Sorry, my man kicks me off. Catching up.
Oh, there's a friend right there. All right, I think these. Oh, actually, there's a bull right here. Let's kill this bull. Can we kill the bull? You think we can kill the bull? I think we can kill the bull.
Oh, yeah. As long as he doesn't bash us too.
I believe in us. I believe. Here, you're bashing.
I failed to bash. Try again.
We'll try one more. One more bash. Uh-oh. No, it's hurt. I think we can do this. I think we got it.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, we totally got it. So easy. I thought these were harder.
We can totally dance on its corpse.
We're definitely going to dance on the corpse, for sure. Oh, I'm hungry, so we're going to butcher this too afterwards.
Yeah. I'll dance while I butcher.
Oh, perfect. There we go. Teamwork.
We've got to think strategically.
Yeah, right. Got to have it all planned out. That didn't give us level. I thought it would. 1.5k away. 1.5k away. We'll probably be renting in Grey Havens after this.
Yeah. This is long as you. It still says 1 hour at info, but I don't know exactly what it is.
Yeah. No, we just hit 1 hour, so I think we're in pretty good shape. Pretty good shape. Mostly just trying to avoid like 2-hour segments and stuff.
Yeah.
But would you say kind of at your, so you've been playing for 18 months, you said, like how comfortable do you feel when getting into a scenario with a enemy player involved? Like we just ran into Ice-T. It seemed like you were very comfortable figuring out how to get out of that situation. How comfortable do you feel like fighting back?
I've got to the YOLO phase, I think.
Yellow?
Like, I'm very, you only live once. I'm very comfortable. I think I can get away.
Mm-hmm.
And often I feel like I can probably try a few hits, but I'm not exactly a skilled player. Like, my way of getting hits is standing there and just trying to hit
hit orc over and over and again.
Yeah, and then when I get bad, I go, run away.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, normally I have been doing Dark Side. I think Dark Side does help a lot. Like doing Troll helps a lot because as long as you don't walk into the sun, you have so many hit points. Someone can stab you twice.
Yeah.
And then you can go, I guess I should try and do something. This isn't working. You can sort of walk away. And you have enough time to like be stupid and still survive. So I've been sort of like hanging around. And, the dark side also, if you're going to hang out with them, that everyone on the dark side is pretty much actively trying to PK. So
yeah, if you want to fight, definitely you want to be on the dark side. Here, go ahead and remove your sword.
I mean, I can't do it.
Your spear. We did hit level. We did hit level. We did it. Woo! Quite.
Yeah, I mean, I must say, the dark side, I've hung out with a few of them now, and they've showed me around, and I run around being excited, basically. I'm a Sith, so I don't need to remove.
Oh, you're a citizen? Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get citizen as well, actually.
Do you want to show? Yeah, just there, yeah. Yeah, because this one you don't do anything. You just ask for it.
Yep.
Same with Rivendell.
Got to go to the secretary. You say citizen, and he gives you citizenship, which is very nice. Very nice. All right. Well,
yeah, I just sort of run around and try to do my best with PK, and one day I'll actually kill her. I've only had 2 kills of my own, and both of them I felt a bit ashamed of because I just ran into someone totally low level and went, woohoo, and killed them in one shot and felt bad.
They're just on the trophy. Hey, it still counts. It still counts.
Yeah.
It still counts. Well, yeah, we're just now waiting for No Quit to end. We're in the Grey Havens, listening to the music.
There's a bit of choir music in there because it's elves.
I do hear the choirs. I do hear the choirs. It's kind of string heavy right now.
Yeah.
Yes, I do hear the choir now. Again, really well done on the music. I gotta say, it doesn't feel out of place. And I wonder.
I think it was the anime.
It's always interesting because a lot of times the old crusty players, we have our own ways of playing, right? But like new players, they just do the default whatever, right? So it might be interesting to see if in a year or two, like most newbie players are like, of course there's music. What are you talking about? Like, why would you play without music, you psycho?
I sort of assumed PK players won't have it. Like even like I've played with the music, and if I'm doing a bash, I've got my internal count for a bash, and like it'll be 21. But with the music, if the rhythm's different, it throws out my count. Then I can't get my bashes rocking. So there's always something there.
Oh, I definitely play with music when I'm PKing. I gotta have like the death metal or whatever in the background, just getting your blood going. Like, okay, here we go. Anyway, we're probably gonna have to wrap it up here because we're right about the hour mark, or just a little bit over. But hey, we made it. It was an exciting adventure. We made it from 6 to 7. There was death. There was enemies. We ran into orcs and Blythe orcs and Ice-T, the Black Numenorian, and we got to see all the a good smattering of the different songs, so at least on this side of the world, that you were able to put in. Thank you so much for playing Bladorfat. That was really fun.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's fun.
Alrighty, all right. Well, we're probably gonna.
If you want to do it again.
Oh, what were you saying?
Let me know if you want to do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. This is probably, honestly, the way that this is probably going to slow down a lot in terms of levels. So we're probably going to have more people. We're probably going to have to do some repeats because it's going to be like episode 27. We're 18. So, we're running out of people. So anyway, thank you so much for playing, and I'll hit you up again sometime.
No worries, cool. See you later.
Peace.